Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. How are you? I hope everyone is doing fine. My name is Miss Ain. Today's lesson is for Year 5 pupils. Take out your English Plus 1 book and refer to page 8. This lesson is going to be on basic adjectives as well as adverbs of degree. Before we start, as always, let's look at the learning standards. The main learning standards is, and the complementary learning standard is. Teachers, please note that this lesson is based on lesson 8 and 9 in the SOW. For you boys and girls, we are going to learn a few adjectives and identify the antonyms in the text. Next, you are going to be introduced to 4 adverbs of degree. So what are we waiting for? Let's go! Okay, so adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. For example, if you want to describe this boy, you can use words like tall, fat, and happy. In contrast, if you want to describe this boy, you can use words like short, thin, and sad. See what I did there? Those 6 words are called adjectives. And what I did just now was giving you the opposites of the first 3 words. Tall, short, fat, thin, happy, sad. See? Now, I'm going to introduce to all of you 8 sets of adjectives. Please pay attention as later we are going to read and identify the adjectives in the text. You are going to replace those adjectives with the opposites. Are you ready? Let's go. Unpopular, popular, bad, good, new, old, cheap, expensive, horrible, nice, boring, interesting, fast, slow, big, small. Do you think you can remember them all? If you didn't catch it on the first go, you can always replay that part. Now, we are going to read the text. Let's read paragraph by paragraph and identify the adjectives in each paragraph. Let's read about send us your photos. What have you got in your pocket? I've got money, a pen, my ID card for school. That photo isn't very nice. And my mobile phone. It's old and slow now, and it hasn't got a good camera. I want a new mobile, but they're expensive. As you can see, there are 5 bold words. Those words are the adjectives. What you're going to do now is to give the opposites of those words, okay? You have to do this on your own. You can always refer to the earlier part of this video. What is the opposite of the word nice? Old, slow, good, and expensive. Try to do it. Next paragraph. What have you got on your desk? Let's read together. I've got books, 1 or 2 old video games, and these mini speakers. They are small, but they are really good. And I've got a photo of my cousin in Australia. They've got a pet parrot. His name's Sinbad, and he's really popular with my cousin's friends. We haven't got a pet. Once again, the bold words are the adjectives. What you need to do is to give the opposites of those words. Small, popular. And last but not least, let's read the third and last paragraph. What have you got in your bag? I've got my books for school, my mobile, and I've got this present for my dad. He hasn't got this book. It's about cooking and it's very interesting if you like cooking. There's only one word that has been bold, which is interesting. So what is the opposite of the word interesting? Write it down. Well, before we move to the next part, I have 3 questions that you have to answer based on the reading text we did earlier. The first question, has Paul's mobile got a good camera? Yes, it has. No, it hasn't. Number 2, have Ben's cousin got a parrot? Yes, they have. No, they haven't. Last one, has Maria got a present for her dad? Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Good job, everybody. Let's go to the second part. We have come to the second part of our lesson, adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree tell us about the intensity of an action, an adjective, or another adverb. In this lesson, we're going to focus on 4 adverbs of degree. I'm going to use bars to show the intensity of each phrases. Okay, now look at these 4 phones. The price range from 180 ringgit to 3,000 ringgit. Let's describe them using the adverbs of degree. The first one is really. It's really expensive. Which phone do you think is really expensive? Yes, the 3,000 ringgit phone. Good job. Once again, it's really expensive. Next is very. It's very expensive. Which one do you think is very expensive? Yes, the 1,200 ringgit phone. Once again, it's very expensive. Next one is quite. Quite. It's quite expensive. Which one do you think? Yes, the 400 ringgit phone. It's not too expensive nor too cheap. Once again, it's quite expensive. Last one is isn't very. Isn't very. It isn't very expensive. And you are left with the 180 ringgit phone. It's cheap and affordable. So you can use the phrase isn't very. It isn't very expensive. Let's recap. We have really, very, quite, and isn't very. Last task of the day is for you to write 8 sentences using the adverbs of degree that we learned just now. Look at this table. There are 4 categories with 3 adjectives in each category. I'm going to give you an example. If I were to choose place and the adjective big, how can I make the sentence? I can make it like this. Mexico City is a really big place. Got it? Let's try another one. If I were to choose people and the adjective popular, I can say Miss Ain is quite popular. Do you agree? I was just kidding, but you get what I mean, right? Once again, Miss Ain is quite popular. So now, boys and girls, it's your turn to write 8 sentences based on the categories and the adjectives provided. I think we have come to the end of our session. That's a lot that we learned today, right? I hope you enjoy learning with me as much as I enjoy teaching all of you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Call me Miss Ain. Till then, Assalamualaikum and goodbye.